Cookie Monster, and to celebrate the 4th of July, I wanted to make something that was portable to be able to take to a 4th of July party, but something that's also fun and festive. So today we're making pie pops. The very first thing I want to work on is my pastry crust. And so in my food processor, I'm going to allow it to do all of my work for me. I personally believe that a pastry cutter is the best tool to incorporate the cold butter into your flour, but I can't seem to find mine today, so this is just going to work for me. It's going to suffice and be perfect. So this is just my unbleached flour, my sugar, and my fine salt that I've already weighed out and sifted, and that's what's inside of here. And I also have some extremely cold cubes of butter, as well as some cold ice water. So I'm going to begin by placing a couple cubes of my cold butter, working kind of fast, and I'm going to pulse it and eventually add all my butter to my flour until I get little clumps of fat covered dough. Now I want to slowly begin dribbling in my ice cold water, save the ice cubes, just a little bit at a time, just to moisten the dough. And I also want to tip in just a splash of lemon juice, which will help tenderize the dough. Now I just want to gather it onto my plastic wrap, and I just dribbled in just a little bit of water until it came together. So kind of scoop it all into the plastic wrap to allow it to kind of shape it for you, because it can be a little tacky. So again, allowing your instruments to do your work for you. Love that. So kind of gather it together and just kind of form it into a rough disc so we can chill it in the refrigerator to keep everything at a very cold temperature. I have some leftover blueberries and some mulberries that I picked from my backyard to subsidize my berry scarcity. So you can do this with whatever pie filling that you like or have on hand. And I'm going to begin by coating my berries in some cornstarch to thicken the product later so it doesn't all seep out and you get it in your belly instead. And I'm going to sweeten with a thick dribble of honey. I think it'll go really nicely with the berries in here, just like that. And then a pinch of salt to bring out the sweetness, the natural sweetness of the berries, and then the florally essence of the honey. And then a little bit of lemon juice, some amaretto liqueur, which you can definitely sub out if you'd like. And that's it. I'm gonna let it get to be a jammy, thick, like red, scarlet mess, and then it'll be perfect to scoop into my little pie pops. After about 5 minutes, your berries will softly burst and turn into a thick, glossy puddle like this. And so while my pie crust is chilling, I also want to let this come down and cool off so I can fill it without kind of tearing or making everything sticky. So you want to cool this mixture down as well. After your dough has been adequately chilled, we can roll it out. So here is my dough disc. And then I want to flour my surface, my hands, and my rolling pin. Flour as many surface areas as you can as to not let the dough stick. Begin in the middle and just push out. And just begin rolling out your dough. When you've rolled out your dough, you can begin cutting out the shapes that you want. The stars are a little bit more difficult to keep everything together and contained. And the circles are the traditional look for these pie pops. So I'm gonna do both. There's a circle up there, and then let's start the stars over here. And then there's a little star right there. So now we can assemble them, and all you need are your cutouts and your filling, which should now be adequately chilled, and some lollipop sticks. And you can get these online at Amazon or a baking supply store. You can also get them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, any place like that, or a craft store like that. So halfway in, you want to take each lollipop stick and press it in there. Make sure there's an indentation, and then the sticky, jammy mess is going to seal everything together, so don't worry about it. And then take just a little bit of filling. You don't want to overfill so it won't burst on you while it bakes. And place it in the center. About a rounded half teaspoon to a teaspoon should suffice. So drop it in the center just like that. And then take your hat, place it on the top. And what you're going to do is take another lollipop stick and you're going to crimp it. So just like this to seal. So my pops are all crimped on the edges, and they're just now ready to be slathered with my egg wash. So I just want to go in there and brush the top so they develop a nice golden tan color. And my oven is preheating and I'm going to pop these in there and bake these off. Look at how adorable this is. So this is my little star one and this is my round one. Either or, they're both going to be just as delicious. I'm going to sneak a little bite into this one. That crust is flaky and buttery, and that filling is just juicy and bursting with flavor. So cute, and you can take this along virtually anywhere. I so hope you guys give this a try. Happy 4th of July. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is a Squishy Monster, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!